People like to hate on reality shows, but I am a fan of reality shows, so if you don't like reality shows, you probably shouldn't watch this video. I don't want any controversy and fights and getting made fun of in the comments, so please be nice in the comments, please, thank you. Hello, Lila here, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm an American girl who lives in Germany, and I've been living here for the last 2 years, so I'm back living in Hamburg now. I've been watching The Bachelor, the German Bachelor, and I've been noticing some differences between the German Bachelor and the American Bachelor, and I'm gonna share it with you guys in this video. Okay, so the obvious difference is that the German Bachelor is in German, of course, and the American one's in English. So I am watching it from an outsider, an Ausländer, a foreigner, and my German is around B2 levels. So I'm understanding about 80%, I would say, and the stuff I don't understand, I ask my boyfriend who's German and he translates the stuff for me. So maybe I'm missing a little bit, but I think I'm understanding a lot, which I'm really proud of, that I can finally watch German TV. I wish they had subtitles though. I feel like when a show doesn't have subtitles, it's because they can't afford it maybe, I'm not sure. I've been watching The Bachelor since I was in high school. It's very popular in America and the US. It's huge, huge. So every Monday night is The Bachelor in the US, and here it's every Wednesday night at 20:15. So yeah, I've been watching now a few episodes. I missed episode 2, but I've seen now episodes 1, 3, and I think I've seen 3 episodes. So the biggest difference in the US is on the show, these people are expected to get married at the end. They're not married, but engaged. They're expected to get engaged at the end of the show in the US. That's the biggest thing with The Bachelor, is that it has this pressure. And also, the biggest drama in the US is like when girls are suspicious that another girl isn't ready for marriage, then that's when all the fights start, because you have to be ready for marriage to be on the US Bachelor. That's the whole theme of it, is getting married at the end, or engaged, I mean. So when I first learned that the German Bachelor, at the end, they just asked someone to be their girlfriend, I was like, what? You have the same name and the same concept, but the show is different. And I just thought that kind of, to me, represented what I experienced in Germany, is that marriage is something that Germans don't do very lightly. One of my Sprachtandem partner, he waited 10 years before asking his German girlfriend, they're both German, if she would marry him. And for me, I was really shocked by that, because in the US, it's pretty common if you're dating, I think 5 years is like the maximum before, at least that's the rumor, is that it takes like 5 years for someone to ask you to marry them. It's just, marriage I think is quicker in the US than it is in Germany, at least from my impression. Personal opinions here, by the way. Let me know if you have a different opinion down below, but that's my impression of the cultural differences there. So yeah, that shocked me that they just ask you to be their girlfriend. Like, what? Because that's a big part of the pressure, and the entertaining part is like, oh my gosh, they have to ask someone to marry them. That's such a big deal. Who are they gonna ask? And then they're both are just so stressed because they have to make this decision. So yeah, anyways. So biggest other difference on the German Bachelor would be the sexualization of the girls in the intro, and also on the Instagram, they're all in their bikinis and their bathing suits, and water is coming on them in the intro. It's like, what? This is definitely different than the US Bachelor, which the girls are presented to be very yeah, like I said, conservative, well-dressed, comes from more wealthy seeming families, some of them. Someone sent me a message saying the show that The Bachelor's on is called RTL, and that's a trash TV channel. I didn't know that. And I'm like, oh, this is why the girls are sexualized looking in the intro. But that's totally not what The Bachelor does in the US. But then it's kind of surprising, because during the show, it's not so sexualized. It's just the intro that's like that. So yeah, I thought there was going to be maybe like challenges they had to do that was like running in their bathing suits or something, which the US Bachelor also has this kind of thing, but usually it's not. I don't know. They do a lot of naked challenges on the US Bachelor, at least the last one. Very disturbing. Usually they do it to the guys more than the girls. The other big difference was on the episode 1 when the girls got to meet the Bachelor, which this season his name is Nico, and he also actually has an American child who lives in the US still with his ex-American girlfriend, which I thought, whoa, okay. He has some ties with America. I didn't expect that, because he's from, I think, he has some ties to Osnabrück in Germany, which is near where I studied in Oldenburg, so I thought that was kind of like interesting. I've been to Osnabrück for one day. It's a cute little university town. So when he was meeting them, I noticed both him and the girls said things that were just, to me, very direct, that I wouldn't have heard an American girl or the American Bachelor or Bachelorette say that to the person right when they met them. Usually on the American Bachelor, or bachelorette, they'll meet someone and then the person will walk into the house and then they tell the camera what they thought of the girl or the guy. That's like kind of common. Like the girl will walk into the house and then the guy says like, oh, she was so beautiful or something like that. But on the German Bachelor, so the girl walks up to him and he tells her, du hast eine schöne Figur, or something, like you have a nice figure, you have a nice body. He pretty much said that to the girl, like, whoa. And then another girl said to him, like, du bist echt mein Typ, du bist total mein Typ, so you're totally my type. And I thought this was also surprising that they're saying it just to their face like that. Usually it's like the US, they play the little shy game, they don't tell what they're feeling for the first like few meetings, kind of. So I thought that's also ties into the German stereotype of directness, but yeah, that was kind of true in my opinion. Okay, so on the recent episode, this kiss thing is totally different. So on the US Bachelor, oh my gosh, the biggest difference, this is actually one of the bigger differences. The US Bachelor, the guy, it's expected, the guy kisses all the girls very quickly. It's not like a big deal for the American Bachelor to kiss everyone, and same with the girl will kiss all the guys that she likes, and it's not so big of a deal. It's never been a point of drama. I think on the original Bachelor, it was kind of like a big deal because it started 20 years ago in the US, but on the recent series or seasons, it's just expected and not that shocking. So when I started watching the German Bachelor, it was a big deal that they don't kiss each other. It's a very special thing for the Germans. And that, you know, is honestly a huge reason why I love Germany. There's just still this like innocence to the German culture, and of course not everyone, trust me, I know not everyone out there is like the German, is like the TV and stuff. But so one of the girls, she had a date and she got the first kiss from the Bachelor. It was, I think, the first one-on-one date, and she came back and all the girls wanted to know, did you kiss him? And I don't know, I don't remember this scene on the American Bachelor where they all are like trying to force the girl to say like, did you kiss, did you kiss, did you kiss? And she just said nope. Like she didn't, her private life, and I like that. It was just like, like she wouldn't tell them. That was pretty awesome. But then she did tell her few close friends in the group that she did, and besides the one scene where they started eating s'mores on the most recent episode, which I thought was really funny, or maybe that was not the recent episode, maybe there was one before, but yeah, they're eating s'mores, which is an American tradition. At least in my hometown, we always made s'mores. Whenever there's a barbecue, whenever there's a fire, you make s'mores. Yeah, and the girls, and he tried to tell them like, oh, they're called s'mores, but he pronounced it kind of like smalls. I didn't really understand. And the girls were like, huh? They never heard of s'mores before, and then he said it right, but they still didn't understand. So it was kind of cute to see an American tradition on German TV, but I don't know why they didn't show the scene of anyone explaining to them what s'mores is. So as an American, I'm like, I want to tell them what this is. But yeah, that was fun to see American little tradition on German TV. So the major difference would be the concept of the show, for one thing. Which channel is producing The Bachelor, I noticed, really changes what The Bachelor is like. So in the US, The Bachelor is on the ABC channel. And so that channel is a very family-friendly channel, just very family-friendly, no bad words, just anyone can watch this channel. So because of that, I think that's why The Bachelor in the US, people take it pretty seriously. Of course it gets made fun of, but there's a lot of real couples who've come out of this. I think there's still like 4 married couples. I think 3 of the couples have babies, and this show has been around for 20 years. So I'm a big fan. So if you're here to make fun of me, go somewhere else, please. I'm a fan of The Bachelor. I like The Bachelor. Every time I've been studying abroad, I've been purchasing The Bachelor on iTunes so that I can watch it every week because I really have been into it. Lately though, I haven't been doing that. I've been just watching the reviews because I found this really funny guy on YouTube. He's called Bachelor Fan Take. Anyways, so I'm into The Bachelor, if you can't tell. So the other thing in the US, so the girls are pretty not nice to each other. At least the producers showed those scenes in the US on the first episode. That's like a big thing. Like the girls are looking out the window at the other girls meeting him, and they're kind of like judging each other. You don't hear a lot of nice things. But the girls do develop friendships in the US. So I know that the producers are a big reason of what you see and stuff. But in the German one, there's this girl who she had him do this meditation session as her first impression. Like she just met The Bachelor. She asked him to please sit down, and they were doing a meditation thing. And I feel like if this was on the US Bachelor, the girls would be like, what the heck? Like, they'd be like, that's so weird. What is she doing? But on the German Bachelor, they, the girls that were watching in the background inside the house, they were saying, oh, sie sieht so sympathisch aus. She seems so nice. Like, that girl seems really nice. And I was really shocked by that. Like, wow, they're saying nice things about this other girl. By the way, the niceness didn't last long. Third episode, these girls were getting mean. So just saying, there's some differences, but some similarities. So yeah, this is why you can't like generalize a culture, because you learn these differences aren't so different. So you just give it some time. So I'm a fan of reality shows, so I think this is the place to be if you like reality television. So I hope you like this video, and I'll let you know next time I see some cultural differences on The Bachelor, and I'll make a video maybe. Okay, bye.